Yep.
I guess credit Gardner-Webb. They were down on their luck a little bit. They had 2 home losses to start conference play. Their staff, their players came in with a sense of desperation. You could tell, and that's a big win for them. So give them credit. I don't think it was a case where our kids weren't ready to play. I thought we had 2 very, very intense days of practice. You could see them gain confidence and us sort of lose a little bit of confidence as our offensive struggle, offensive woes, if you will, continued as the game went on. I told our guys I thought our lack of making shots affected our disposition as a team. I think, I don't want to say a woe is me mentality, but it was like, feeling sorry for ourselves a little bit, that shots weren't going in. The game was fun the other day. It was easy when a bunch of shots were going in. And today was one of those conference grind out, ugly smash mouth games. And they made a few more plays than us down the stretch and got a few more stops down the stretch to pull out the win.
I thought late in the second half they were kind of able to take advantage of when some of the big guys got in foul trouble and like Harper started to show up and Hill hit some free throws. I mean, how tough were those guys to guard with foul trouble and with Joey in the
fouls were an issue. I think the first 4 minutes of the first half, first 3 minutes, I think we fouled 5 times. I felt like they were going to be in the bonus before the first media. We knew going into the game that they wanted to attack us at the box, as we like to call it. They were going to try to throw the ball into the post to Jerome Hill, who's very, very, very good at putting fouls on you close to the rim. We tried to post trap him early, and then we kind of mixed up our scheme on him as the game went on. Trap, no trap, just to try to keep him guessing. He was a big concern of mine going into the game. I think he finished with 9 points, but he's a very, very good player. But Harper is a violent right-hand driver, and a couple times late in the half, late in the possession, we let him get loose and drive, put a foul on us and score at the rim. Those were really, really big baskets. But foul trouble played a part in it. And I think at the end of the day, they wore us down close to the basket.
Do you have a prognosis on Joe as far as his ankle? I think was he in a walking boot?
Yeah. I don't know exactly right now. I mean, we were hoping that he'd be able to play tonight. He's gotten incrementally better, I think, the last couple of days. Tried to get out there, a couple hours before the game and move around and cut a little bit. He was still really limited tonight. I feel good that he's going to be ready to go by Saturday, but that's just a guess. We're just going to have to see how he progresses over the next couple of days. But that's not an excuse. I mean, it wasn't an issue the other day when we scored 80-something points and making a bunch of shots. Injuries happen, adversity happens in teams and athletics and in life. That next man up mentality is how we'll always roll. The credit goes to Gardner-Webb and the team and the staff and players for getting a big win. It's nothing to do with an injury.
Coach, they had consistent ball pressure all night, even 30 feet out from the basket. They were constantly on the basketball. How much did that affect your looks on offense?
Their ball pressure, I don't know if that had as much to do with it. I really feel like, and I say this without watching the tape, I thought we manufactured some pretty good looks. We started the game, and we missed a wide open layup, and a few chippies around the rim, and then a bunch of missed free throws. And, sometimes when that happens, you start playing a little tentative and a little tight. You start wondering if this just isn't a night type thing. And I felt like that was our disposition. I kept telling our guys, put a smile on your face. Like, next play. Don't worry about the last one. Worry about the next one. And then, we came out of half, and we had a play that we drew up at halftime. Got a wide open layup on a slip, and missed another wide open layup. I think it was one of those things where the guys started looking around like, here we go again a little bit. And credit them. I think the fact that we shot 27% from the field and 20% from three has a lot to do with how they defended us and how they guarded us. But like I said, I have to watch the tape. I do feel like we had some looks around the basket or on the perimeter that we normally make and that normally go down that didn't tonight.
We talked a lot the last few games about Keon Moore's scoring. Of course, 20 tonight, kind of quiet 2018, but the big thing, 7 boards, five steals, couple blocks. How underrated is he as a defender? We talked about his scoring, but his defense, how much does that bring to your team?
Well, I think by far the biggest improvement that he's made in his game since he's been here is his defense. I would categorize him as awful to quite awful as a defender when he got here. And he had all the ability to do it. He has great length. He's got huge hands. He's 6'5". I don't think he never had to. I just don't think that was part of his DNA coming up as a basketball player. We had some really, really tough moments, tough practices, and tough weeks, and tough months last year during his redshirt year. He probably thought that I didn't speak English. I spoke screaming because I felt like I was screaming at him, trying to will him to become a better defender. And I feel like he's become a pretty darn good defender. He gets a lot of our tough assignments and tough matchups on scouting reports, and so I think that's a credit to how hard Keon's a great buy-in defender. We grade our guys in every single area that's important to us on the defensive end. He consistently grades out probably top 2 or 3, sometimes top 1 or 2 on our team because he's bought into our system. I think that's a credit to how hard he's worked on